going rough enough.
Hey guys, what is up and welcome to another episode of Did You Know featuring Akali. We have quite a bit to cover here, and if you did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to throw in a like as well. Without any further ado, let us jump straight into her skills. Did you know Akali's stealth can cancel certain abilities such as Darius' ultimate? As you can see there, second I went into stealth mid ulti on Darius, he stopped and he just reset pretty much from the start. Same thing with Fiora, she's channeling her ulti, I go into stealth as I slow it down and she completely stops her ultimate as well. Akali's passive that deals bonus magic damage on auto attacks is the percent of her total AD, not her AP, even though it increases the percentage of that ability with more AP. Also, even though the passive does deal bonus magic damage on her auto attacks, it does not proc things like Rylai's or healing from items that give spell vamp like a Hex Tech. The second part of Akali's passive, however, grants her spell vamp, which will proc from items such as Hex Tech and even Smite. Morgana's shield will absorb the damage from Akali's mark, but it will not affect the placement and detonation of it. Speaking of proccing Akali's Q ability, if you use it on someone like Pantheon with the block ready and you auto attack them, the auto attack damage will be blocked, however the Q will still get procced with that auto attack that was blocked. Same thing with Fiora with her parry, but Jax, however, since you completely miss him with the auto attack, the Q does not get procced. It's important to remember that Akali's Q ability after rank 1 will last longer on the target than the ability's cooldown itself. Contrary to popular belief, if Akali is stealth in her shroud and snared, she will not be revealed. The exact same rule applies to her being stunned by enemy champions. If Akali is dead and she has at least one stack of her ultimate, she will automatically respawn with 3 stacks rather than just 1. Here's a very important Akali assassination combo. You want to mark them with your Q, wait for the cooldown on that Q to nearly finish, and you want to ulti, you want to auto attack, you want to throw another Q, auto and or E for the maximum burst. Here's another example of this time using her shroud to its full effectiveness. You want to use the Q, use the shroud to pretty much bait him around and wait for the cooldown off of the Q and then do the same combo. Akali's shroud will grant assist, so if you want to get an assist without securing the kill, this is a great way to do it. Don't forget that Akali's shroud gives her a pretty generous amount of armor and magic resist, so when next time the Karth Assault is coming down, throw that bad boy down and get some more resistances. Alright, let us jump into some really cool facts about the champion Akali. Did you know that Akali was designed by Karnak? He's the same one that designed people like Mordekaiser, LeBlanc, Katarina, Swain, Wukong, and many more assassin type champions. Akali is voiced by Laura Bailey, who also voiced numerous other games and animes. Akali is pronounced Akari in Japanese, meaning light, bright, cheerful, which is actually a contrast to her actual title, which is the Fist of Shadow. Did you know that Akali's Shadow Dance, which is her ultimate, was originally a skill shot rather than a target spell? That must have been pretty hard to land. Akali's dance is actually a reference to Beyonce's song Single Ladies. Akali and Shen share a very similar quote. Let's listen.
Tread lightly.
Tread carefully.
On top of that, Akali is one of 2 champions that says noob in one of her taunts or jokes, the other one being Sion. Let's take a listen to this as well.
So many noobs. Will matchmaking ever find true balance?
What is best in death? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of noobs.
Akali's default skin seems to have a very strong resemblance to Jade from Mortal Kombat. Silverfang Akali seems also to resemble Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. Stinger Akali resembles the main character from the movie Kill Bill. This probably explains why you see blood on her, and in the Chinese art there's a blood splatter across the wall. Crimson Akali on the other hand seems to resemble Taki from Soul Calibur. Akali, Shen, and Kennen are all members of the King Kao Order who work together to preserve the balance in Valorant. These 3 champions also share the medical skin theme that I'm sure most of you are aware of: Nurse Akali, Kennen MD, and Surgeon Shen. You can even see a picture of Surgeon Shen in Akali's nurse artwork. And on top of all that, Akali and Shen also share the Blood Moon skin theme. You may be wondering what made them bring Akali as a nurse for one of her skins. Well, apparently she volunteered to be a nurse during the Institute of War. Akali and her group are at war with Zed and his Order of Shadows. There also seems to be a connection with Akali and Zed that is much more personal, such as being possibly members of the Order of Shadows together, hence her title, Fist of Shadow. Previously, there's also been signs of Akali giving assists to Zed if she's even not in the game during any other really gameplay if Zed were to kill someone with his ultimate. Very interesting stuff. Alright guys, and that marks the end of this episode of Did You Know featuring Akali. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please don't forget to throw in a like, a comment, and even share this with your friends because it really helps me a lot. Thanks. Also, if you want to see another champion for the next episode of Did You Know, please write it in the comments below and I will take all comments into consideration. But once again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I really hope to see you guys for the next one as well. Peace.